sorry, Travis. I fucked up. Well, you won't see me for a while. Take care, my friend. Bye.
We had no idea who he was. He just let himself in the house and went from there. Dwayne said that Tyler let himself in and kind of startled him because he was watching TV, and Tyler started talking, asking who he was, where Sierra was, and then I get woken up with both of them standing in the doorway, and Dwayne saying, "Tell him I'm with you, that I'm not with Sierra," because he doesn't believe me. And I said, "Yeah, we're together." I showed him my ring. So we ended up following him up the stairs, and Parker wasn't even in the bedroom, so we had no idea where he was. So I kept looking for him. By the time we got upstairs, he had Sierra already woken up, and he was trying to talk to her, but she was too intoxicated and half asleep that she wasn't making any sense. And then when I heard the first shot, and then a little bit of hesitation and 2 more shots, I immediately looked up and ran towards the staircase.
So I woke up and I was kind of confused, obviously. I didn't understand it. And once I heard the second shot, I threw the kids under the bed and I told them, "Don't come out until you hear my voice. Like, I come get you."
I said, "Parker, get your phone and call 911. He says, "I don't have it."
I told her, I'm like, "I don't know where my phone is. You got yours?" Because she had called 911. I'm like, "I couldn't find my phone." And she ended up getting her phone, calling 911.
So I had to run back to my bedroom and grab the phone and call.
911, how can I help you? I'm sorry, what's the problem? What is the address?
East Maple Street.
What?
It didn't seem like too long after that the cops were here. Told Schreiber to come in. He was the first one to come in, and he said, "You need to get out of here." I'm like, I gotta get my kids.
I remember Parker coming, hanging his head out the door, saying, "Come in, come in." So, okay, we're going in. So we go in, and we search the building, looking for the active shooter, if there was one. I guess he left prior to our arrival, just left prior to our arrival.
We went and made entry to the house. And when we made entry, there was, I believe, 3 people standing over the deceased male.
I see him laying on the ground, on his back, and his eyes open, and it's like he's looking at me. And I see that, and see blood all over him.
She was yelling at him, saying, "He's still breathing. He's still breathing."
Megan is standing on the stairs, and she's just crying and yelling, "Help him, help him," or something to that effect.
They asked us to do CPR on him. I checked for a pulse, didn't find one. He was at the bottom of the stairs. There was a haze of gun smoke, and you could smell the gunpowder as you walked up the stairs. We cleared up the bedroom.
But as we're walking upstairs, I can see a haze of smoke. And I'm like, okay, we just missed him. That's what I was thinking in my mind, or he might still be here because that's gunpowder. Kyle said he was going to take left and I was going to go right. So we checked that. He checks that room. That's where the female victim was that was shot.
I mean, you could tell in his voice he was upset that Sierra was there, but you would never been able to tell that what he had in his mind.
I didn't really know her too much. We hung out a few times. We didn't hang out a lot. She was an awesome person. She was very sweet. She was a kind person. And she loved riding horses. I know that. We talked about that for a long time. And otherwise, she was just like one of those innocent girls, as far as I knew. And my parents met her a couple times, and they absolutely loved her.
Just met her that night, and she seemed like a decent girl. I mean, she was bubbly, smiley, easy to talk to. I mean, kind of shy at first because she didn't know who I was.
Well, Junior, he was the most loyal person you could find. Like, one of those friends, it wasn't about the money, but if you needed him, he was there. It didn't matter, any time. He would came over in the middle of the night for anyone to help up. do anything, you know.
If something was wrong, he would do his best to help you fix it. If he had $5 to his name, he'd give you that $5 if you needed it to, if you asked for it. The first shot I wasn't sure, I heard just sounded like a big bang, and then the second ones I'm like, oh, that's a gun. So I ran to go see what the hell was going on. I got to the foot of the stairs and Dwayne just fell, and he was pointing at me telling me to run. And I seen the second shot go through his back. And then he said, baby, run again. And by the time I looked up, the gun was pointed at my head. And I was already trying to climb up the stairs to get to him. And that's how I got hit with a ricochet. And then when I seen the gun pointed at my head, I immediately ran down, and a bullet missed my head by a millisecond, skimmed the wall. And then I heard a bunch of stumbling behind me and another shot. And then the one that it was initially for me. Then I got hit. And then I watched the guy leave, and I immediately ran to Dwayne, trying to get him to respond, trying to keep him calm.
The way I kind of understood it was oh shit, I got to get out of here. And he was in the way.
You know, he was really close with the kids. He was awesome with them. And it sucks that he's gone. He was my best friend. I just wish he was back.
He was a decent kid that just went nuts. As far as I know, Tyler was a good kid. I mean, obviously he's not. Obviously he's a piece of shit.
He believed that she was cheating on him, and located her at the house, at Mr. Knautz's house. And I think he did, had a motive of, I think he had a plan. If she was there and saw what was going on, he's going to do what he did. Why? I'd like to know. Like I said, I didn't see any of the after investigation. I don't think that, but I'd like to know, why would he? That's no way to solve a problem, none whatsoever. So why? What was going through your head at that time? I mean, that's not worth somebody else's life, taking a life, and then now it's your life. I would have liked to know what pushed him to do that.
I have no words. I couldn't even say anything the day we locked him up. All I could say was he's a coward.
I don't know if it's Julia or came on the bedroom, and Sierra was down in my bedroom. Okay. My daughter ended up waking up. I came in late in her bed with her. She was upset. I heard she. I woke up. I came downstairs. I saw a dude running. I don't know if it was Junior coming down the stairs. I don't know. I just always saw the guy's back taking off. I don't know. No.
Where did this guy go?
I have no idea. Out the door. That's all I know. Okay. Front door, back door.
Flight 10, we believe we got the suspect. We got him thrown out right now. That's why I copy that you get the suspect. Do not move. I don't want to get hurt. You understand?
All of a sudden I hear Deputy Prine yell, "Get on the ground, get on the ground." I'm like, what the heck's going on? So I look back, and there Tyler is on the ground, and Nick Marcel is covering Matt Prine, and they have him down at gunpoint on the ground, and I run back, my gun drawn, and I'm up there. We're giving him commands. I remember Clark County Deputy Prine telling me, hey, there's a gun on the ground right next to him. Secure it. So I secured that in Deputy Prine's squad, and we got him handcuffed and put him in the back of a Marathon County squad. He didn't say more than a few words, and that was, I remember him asking if he could light a cigarette, but that was it. He was calm.
Hello, this is a free call from
Tyler Zimmerman.
an inmate at
Marathon County Jail.
This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept this free call, press 1. You may start the conversation now.
Hello. Hello. Oh man, how's it going? As good as you think. Oh man. So you're up to date? Up to date? Yeah. Well, kind of, and not for sure. But what did you hear? Well, I heard that 2 of them are dead, and you shot them or whatever, right? Yeah. How did it happen? I mean, or what happened? I don't know how to talk here, Tyler. Just let me. Yeah, I know. I'll listen. Yeah, she was supposed to go to her friend's house, but found her at a different guy's house instead. And then she was in the bed, or what was going on? Yeah. With the guy? No. What, the guy and the girl was in the bed, or what? No, she was in bed by herself. What happened? I mean, how did it? What threw you out or threw you off? A lot of things. Oh, I'm sure, definitely. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, obviously it had to be. Yeah. Built up big time. Yeah. I wish I could have talked to you. Yeah, I wish I would have done them too. What is I mean, I don't know how you could shut Facebook on, but Facebook is shitty, bad. Why? Did you talk to anybody else yet or no? No, you're the only one I really want to talk to. Because they, when you put that message on, there's fucking people hating and whatever, Whenever you want to call Tyler, just do it. If you need to talk to them. All right, we'll just leave her at that then, bud. Take care. Okay, thank you, bud. Stay strong. Yep. I know it's going to be hard to, but stay tuned. Yeah. Goodbye.
The community came together, in my opinion. I mean, we got a lot, not just the police department, but from what I heard, the family got a lot of support.
It hit them hard. I mean, everyone came together. They supported each other, but not being from up there and being stuck at home because of medication, from what I know, they did do a good job of supporting everybody. I mean, it seems like everybody's living more for the now than it is like, oh, I'm going to do this 10 years from now. Just everyone that I talk to, it's more like, we're going to do this now. We're going to do this. We're just going to get it done. Instead of putting it off, or taking granted for time you lost with somebody. They're spending more time with each other.
Like, I got a lot of weird looks, obviously, when I go to the store or whatever, but overall, the community, like, Corral threw a bunch of fundraisers and different stuff like that, and they were awesome with it. And I had people around that would grab kids' clothes because I wasn't able to come back in the house to get their clothes or anything, so we got clothes and toys, and yeah.
I run into Parker once in a while. I know my belief is that he was struggling with it for a long time afterwards. He still lives in the same house. Mm-hmm. So, and I've been to that house a couple times afterwards, and it still brings back the thoughts and memories. I can still see, I can't remember his name again, but I believe they called him Cowboy. Mm-hmm. I can still see him on his back lying, looking up at me. And Megan, yeah, that's her name. Her, lying there, it's any way that I could help them in any way, I would. And I told that to Parker, and I tell that to the rest of the families. I can only imagine what you're going through.
you.